Stira Sukham Sukham Asanam Asanam Stira Sukham Asanam Stira Sukham Asanam. Together. Stira Sukham Asanam. One more time. Stira Sukham Asanam. Stira, like I said, steadiness. Sukham, happiness, joy. Asanam, the seat. Asana, the connection to the earth, should be steady and happy, right? Joyful, full of delight. And when we think about asana, like I said, we first think about asana just in terms of how am I connecting to the floor underneath me, which in this case is the earth. Back in the good old days, you would have practiced asana on a good clay floor. You would have had dirt underneath your feet back in the good old days. Now you got a nice bamboo floor underneath your feet, okay? So your connection that you're making, that's the grossest connection you're making to the earth, right? But in reality, what Patanjali wants you to do is he wants you to peel these things away like an onion. When you get to the center of the onion, that's the sweetest part of the onion. It's the juiciest part. And you start to realize that the connection to the earth, this isn't your physical body, but it's how you're connecting to each other. First in this room, how you're connecting to the beings outside of this room, how you're connecting to the planet, how you're connecting to the universe, how you're connecting to the self, right? And all of that should be steady. It should be joyful. And that takes time to develop. You can't develop that quickly. It's a lifetime of sadhana, not just a few hours once a week. Right? So as we do these asanas today, as we do these seats, stay steady, stay joyful. Remember that it's more than just a balancing asana. It's really a way of exploring connection, of grounding down, of being stable, of being happy and joyful. Fold up your chant books. Veronique will pick them up and come stand at the front of the mat in Tadasana mountain seat. The first seat you come into. And as you do that, bring the big toes and heels to touch and close the eyes. And as you close the eyes, feel the energy in your feet. Feel the connection of your feet. Now lift all 10 of your toes up. And as you lift all 10 of your toes up, activate the inner and the outer arch of the foot, almost like you're making a little land bridge. So you could have a little stream running underneath your feet. And then keeping the inner and the outer arch lifted, start with your baby toe. Place your baby toe down. Then place the fourth toe down. Then place your middle toe down. Then place your second toe down. And then place your big toe down. And allow your toes to stretch along the earth instead of grip it like a cat. Don't let it grip like a cat. Now, from there, lift your inner ankle bones away from each other. Feel that happening as you activate the feet, the inner ankle bones lift away from each other. Then put a little softness in your knees. Don't lock your knees. Put a little softness in the knees so that you can move your hips. Move your hips to a neutral position, and you have to crunch your abdomen to do that. You'll activate the abdomen muscles. And then turn the palms to face inward. A lot of times people will tell you to turn the palms out toward the windows, but if you turn the palms in toward the thighs, you bring the shoulders to a neutral position. You're not in a back bend, nor are you in a forward fold. The cranial is over the sacral. And as you push down into the earth, there's energy moving up the front of the body. And there's energy moving down the back of the body. And you, in this asana, mountain seat, Tardasana, are a connection between heaven and earth. That is what the seat is. I'm connecting to the earth to reach to the heavens. Keep the eyes closed, bring the hands together in undulating mudra. Set a higher intention for the sadhana today. Being steady, being joyful, no matter what the asana is. And then exhale, hands by the side. Tardasana, gently open the eyes, gazes at the horizon. Connect to your Ujjayi pranayama. Let's set a metronome for the breath today. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 2, 3, 4. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, engage Mula Bandha, lift up at the pelvic floor. On the inhale, bring the hands together in undulating mudra, extend the arms up toward the sky, Asana. Exhale, fold over the straight legs, Uttanasana, press palms into floor or blocks, grounding down through the hands. Now that's part of the seat. Inhale, soften the knees, step right foot back into a low lunge, looking at the windows. Exhale, left foot back, downward facing dog, lift the hips. Inhale, come forward to a plank. We know everybody. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, stay. Inhale. Exhale, activate the quadriceps. Inhale. Exhale, hips reaching back toward the wall behind you. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Don't bend your knees, me, lift up into my hands. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lightly step the right foot forward in between the hands or blocks. Exhale, the left foot next to the right and fold. Press your palms down. Don't use fingertips. Inhale, rise up, extend the arms, see the prayer. Exhale, fold over the straight legs again, Uttanasana, press palms down. Inhale, soften the knees, step left foot back, low lunge, look forward. Exhale, right foot back, downward facing dog, lift hips. Inhale, come forward to plank, look forward. Exhale, bend the elbows, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, stay. Do you want a hair tie? Do you want me to get your hair tied? Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lightly step the left foot forward in between the hands or blocks. Exhale, right foot next to the left and fold over the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, rise up, extend the arms, see the prayer. And exhale, hands by the side to Dasana, mountain seat. On the inhale, extend the arms, Asana. Exhale, fold over straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the head and chest, prepare. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana, your choice. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog, stay again. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump the feet in between the hands. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, rise up, extend the arms. Exhale, hands by the side to Dasana, mountain seat. Again, I have it pretty low in here because I'm loud. Inhale, rise up, extend the arms. I'm loud. Y'all could hear me in the other room. Exhale, fold over the straight legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, lift the head and chest, prepare. Exhale, step, walk, jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stay. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, shoulders move up and back. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump the feet in between hands. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, rise up, extend the arms. Exhale, hands by the side to Tadasana, mountain seat. You can assist. On the inhale, extend the arms, Asana. Exhale, fold over straight legs, Uttanasana. Stay with one person the whole thing. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Don't jump around. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look forward. Inhale, step or jump the feet in between the hands. Exhale, fold over straight legs. Inhale, rise up, extend arms, see the prayer. Exhale, hands by the side to Tadasana, mountain seat. With straight legs, inhale, hook the thumbs in front of you, raise arms up alongside the ears and arch back. Exhale, bend the knees, fold forward, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten arms and legs. Inhale, bend the knees, hands down next to the feet, step right foot back, low lunge. Exhale, left foot back, downward facing dog, lift hips. Inhale, come forward to plank, look forward. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, knees, chest, and chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat back to heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, right foot steps in between hands. Exhale, left foot meets right, fold over straight legs. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten the legs, arch back. Exhale, bend knees, fold forward, take arms behind back, clasp hands together in a fist, straighten. Inhale, bend knees, hands down next to feet, left foot back, low lunge. Exhale, right foot back, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. Exhale, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, plank. Exhale, knees, chest, chin. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat back to heels, downward facing dog. On the inhale, left foot steps forward. Exhale, right foot meets left, fold over legs. Inhale, bend knees, hook thumbs, stand up, straighten the legs, arch back. Exhale, hands by the side to Tadasana, mountain seat. You can go to someone else, Veronique. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, put the hands down, extend the legs, Uttanasana. Inhale, halfway lift, Ardha Uttanasana. Exhale, step or jump back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, right foot forward, left heel turns down, come up, warrior 1, and stay in warrior 1. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, Chaturanga Dandasana. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, left foot forward, right heel turns down, come up, warrior 1, stay on the left side. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, hands down to the earth, step back, bend the elbows, Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. On the inhale, right foot forward, left heel down, rise up, warrior 1. Exhale, open arms and hips, warrior 2. Inhale, extend the right leg. Now, look at the back foot. So Mimi, you got that foot going that way and that foot going that way. You got to go in one direction because you're going in two directions. So turn the left big toe up to the front left corner of your mat. Now exhale, bend the right knee, warrior two. There you go. Here again, steady and joyful may mean understanding that you're all going in the same direction. Exhale one, that you're not splitting the energy. But think of the left and right as sometimes when you split the energy of the mind. Exhale three, inhale. You want things to work together. Exhale four, inhale. Exhale five, on the inhale, extend the right leg. Exhale, reach to the right. Place the right hand on the right shin, lift the left arm up, gaze at the left thumb, triangle trikonasana. Inhale. Exhale one, inhale. Exhale two, inhale. Exhale three, inhale. Exhale four, inhale. Exhale five, on the inhale, lift all the way up to stand. Then exhale, bend the right knee, put the right hand down inside the right foot. Exhale, lift the left arm straight up into the air, extended angle B. Inhale. Exhale one, inhale. Exhale two, inhale. Exhale three, inhale. Exhale four, inhale. Exhale five, on the inhale, place the left hand down. Come onto the ball of the left foot. Put weight into the left hand. On the inhale, lift the right arm up into the air and look over the right shoulder. Easy twist. Inhale. Notice that this foot is still down back here. Exhale one. So lift the heel up. Lift the heel up like a lunge. You did all those lunges. Notice how now easier it is to twist. Exhale two. Notice when you make it harder on yourself than you need to. Exhale three. That's steady and joyful too. Inhale. Exhale four. Inhale. Exhale five. On the inhale, place the right hand down on the outside of the right foot. Exhale, extend the right leg, move the left foot straight forward till the heel is on the ground, about halfway. Good. Then lift the head and chest, look up, pull the right hip back. And then exhale, fold forward over the extended right leg. Now, as you do that, make sure you're not bending your right knee. A lot of times people will bend the knee a little bit. Pull the hips back. You're going to need that hamstring open pretty soon. Inhale. Mimi, notice how you're cocking here. Exhale two. Lower this hip. Lift this hip and lower this hip. Exhale three. You are so cocked, you're like twisting. Exhale four. Inhale. Exhale five. Good. On the inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, bend the right knee. Put weight into the right hand and the right foot and the left hand. On the inhale, lift the left foot off the floor, straightening the right leg. Now exhale, fold forward over your straight right leg. And now as you fold over your straight right leg, make sure you're not bending the right knee, but extending. You're going to need that extension. Look back at the wall behind you. Standing split. Inhale. Exhale one. Inhale. If you don't learn to extend the joint, you're not going to learn to balance. Exhale two. Inhale. Exhale three. Inhale. Exhale four. Inhale. Exhale five. Inhale. Lift the head and chest. Look up at the windows. Exhale. Bend the right knee. Inhale. Step the left foot back into a long lunge where you came from. Exhale, right foot back, downward facing dog, lift the hips. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. Bring the big toes and heels to touch. Exhale, onto the right hand, the outside of the right foot. Lift the left arm up. Lift the hips, taking the weight out of the hand. Stay in side plank. Inhale. Exhale, one. Inhale. So Veronique, the other way. Exhale, two. That's not steady and joyful. Inhale. Exhale, three. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, come forward to a plank. Exhale, the knees, the chest, the chin to the earth. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, seat back to heels, lift knees up, downward facing dog. On the inhale, left foot forward, right heel turns down, come up, warrior 1. Exhale, open arms and hips, warrior 2. Inhale, extend the left leg. As you extend the left leg, just check your back foot out like we did in the other side. Then exhale, bend the left knee, warrior 2, and stay in warrior 2. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale, good. Exhale, 2. Inhale, bend the left knee a little deeper. Exhale, 3. So if you want me to bend deeper, that's keeping him from doing it. Exhale, 4. Here's what you're going to do. Tell him to sit down. Inhale. Exhale, 5. If you put your knee there, nothing's going to happen. Inhale, extend the left leg. Exhale, rebend the left knee. As you extend the left leg, reach forward to the left, place the left hand down on the left shin, raise the right arm up, triangle trikonasana. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift all the way up, stand. Then exhale, bend the left knee, place the left hand down inside the left foot. Exhale, the right arm's going to reach straight up into the air, extended angle B. Inhale. Exhale, 1. So first bring his left hand closer to his left foot. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. And look what I'm doing and look what you're doing. See how my thigh is against your hip, not my knee. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, place the right hand down. Come onto the ball of the right foot. Put weight into the right hand. On the inhale, lift the left arm up into the air. Easy twist. Good. See how easy this is this time? Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, gently put the left hand down on the outside of the left foot. On the inhale, extend the left leg, move the right foot straight forward until the heel is on the ground. Now, you don't want to take the foot in, Mimi. That's what's causing this hip to cock because you're wanting to try to get on a tightrope. I want you to take this foot out so that you can pull this hip back. Notice the difference. Now, exhale, fold forward over your leg. So it should be like I could put a teacup on your sacrum and the teacup's not going to fall off. What happens is if you try to walk heel to toe, this hip lifts. So step out. Out. Now, look at there. It's different, right? It's not better or worse. It's different. Exhale, 3. But so you're not changing the position of your feet in a lunge. Exhale, 4. Sometimes we will create a destabilization and a lack of joy because we think we're getting deeper into something and you're not. Exhale, 5. Good. On your inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, bend the left knee. Put weight into the left foot and the hands. On the inhale, lift the right foot off the ground, extending the left leg. Then exhale, fold forward over the left leg. Let the head go toward the shin. Standing split. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift the head and chest. Exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, step the right foot back into a lunge. Exhale, left foot back, downward facing dog, lift the hips. Inhale, coming forward to plank. Bang the big toes and heels to touch. Exhale onto the left hand, the outside of the left foot, raising the right arm up. Side plank, Vaishishthasana. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2, better. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, gently come to a plank. Exhale the knees, the chest, the chin to the earth. Inhale, slide forward, Bhujangasana. Exhale, tuck toes under, push seat to heels, lift knees up, downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, bend the knees, look beyond the hands. Inhale, step or jump the feet in between the hands. Exhale, fold over the legs. Inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, awkward seat. Exhale, come stand up, mountain seat. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana. Exhale, bring the hands together in the center of the chest, twist over to the right, the left arm on the outside of the right thigh. Now, keep equal weight distribution through your feet. Pull your left hip back. Keep your knees together. Inhale. Exhale 1. So notice if they're not even together. Exhale 2. So I got to use those inner thigh muscles to get those knees together. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5, and it'll come back to center Utkatasana. Lift the torso up. Exhale, stand up, Tardasana, mountain seat. On the inhale, bend the knees, Utkatasana, awkward seat. Then exhale, hands together in the center of the chest. Twist over to the left. Here again, keep the knees together. Keep squeezing the adductors. Exhale 1. Have inner thigh awareness. Exhale 2. Inhale, steady and joyful. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. And I'll come back to center. Utkatasana, awkward seat. Exhale, stand up, mountain seat. Step the feet, hips width distance apart. Sometimes there is a good reason to have the feet apart. I know a lot of people teach mountain seat, feet apart. Sometimes when you're doing certain asanas, a wider base is going to give you more balance and steadiness. This is the case of these 2 asanas. So you want your feet about 2 fists apart. So I would say about another 4 inches wider. Bring the hands to the waist, elbows pointing to the wall behind you. Try to get your elbows to touch. So use your scapula, squeeze the scapula bones together. Inhale, lift up and arch back, moving the pelvis forward, coming into a back bend. Then exhale, fold forward. And as you fold forward, here's a reason to bend your knees. Bend your knees. Slide the index finger and the middle finger through the big toe and the second toe. Take your thumb and put it right there on your big toenail. So now that's a reason to bend your knees, because you got to get a hold of your toes. Now look at the windows and shift weight forward into the toes. Then straighten your legs, completely straighten. And then exhale, fold forward and bend the elbows out to the side. Now here is the assist for this. Inhale. Exhale 1. Don't bend your knees. Inhale. Exhale 2, my chest is on the back. Inhale. Exhale 3, my hands are lifting the hamstrings up. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Good. Soften the knees, lift the head and chest. Release the toes. Slide the hands underneath the feet. Hastapadasana. Standing on my hands. Now lift the head and chest, look up at the window, straighten your legs, don't bend your knees. Now exhale, bend your elbows and fold forward and pull your chest toward your thighs. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Do what I'm doing, Veronique. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On your inhale, lift the head and chest, soften the knees. Take the hands out from underneath the feet. Exhale, bring the hands to the waist. Elbows pointing up toward the ceiling. Inhale, lift up and arch back. Then exhale, come back to center. Step or jump the feet together. Big toes and heels touch. Kardasana, mountain seat. He's going to teach you something very good.
So I have a belt ready on the side, and actually let's take the belt and let's put, let's enter it and have a little loop.
Here,
You don't need, okay. So you may not need it, but let's use it anyway. Let's ground our feet in Tadasana. Exhale. Inhale. Bring your left foot, ground your right foot and lift your left foot up, knee up, and bring it to the chest. Exhale, bring the left foot, the left knee to the side, and bring the left foot on the thigh, either on the shin or on the thigh, not on the knee. Inhale, bring the hands into a prayer, into Vinyasa 3. Exhale 1, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, bring the left knee forward and bring the right hand onto the right hip, and use your belt to put it on the left toe and grab it, on the left foot, and extend the knee to the side. Inhale, exhale 1, inhale, exhale 2, inhale. So try to have your hips at the same level. Inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, bring the left foot in the front, and exhale 1, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5. Inhale and exhale, extend forward. I'm losing my head. Holding the foot. Inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4. Try to keep your leg extended. Inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, lift the body and chest, the head and chest up. And exhale, bring the foot down, Tadasana. Sorry, I did not prepare for the belt, so I'm trying. Sorry, I'll try to do better on the left side. Exhale, Tadasana. Inhale, ground your left foot and bring your right foot up to the chest, holding onto the knee. Inhale, exhale, bring the right foot to the side. Inhale, bring your hands into a prayer. Vinyasa 3. Exhale 1, inhale, exhale 2, inhale, exhale 3, inhale, exhale 4, inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, bring your left hand onto the hip, and then now try to take the belt and bring the belt around the right foot so that you can pull it and extend the belt, the right foot onto the side. So it's on the side. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Look at the wall in front of you. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, bring the foot forward. And exhale, ground your foot. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, and exhale, extend forward towards the extended leg. Inhale, fall forward. Inhale, exhale 1. Inhale, exhale 2. Inhale, exhale 3. Inhale, exhale 4. Inhale, exhale 5. Inhale, lift the body and chest up. And exhale, Tadasana. Yay! Easy.
Right, so that is like a moment of questioning your steady and joyfulness, right? Are you steady? Are you joyful? You know, what were you thinking? I mean, because that's the thing. See, like you're probably thinking, God damn, this is hard. I can't believe my toes cramping. Everybody, come over to this wall. I'm going to ask you guys to move your personal stuff just into the middle of the room. Everybody come over here. And let's start out by facing, you just have to move. You don't move your mat. Don't move your mat. Just walk yourself over to the wall and face me. Okay? So you're facing me. Your right hand is going to be on the wall. Okay? Your right elbow can be bent. So you're going to face me. You're going to face me. Okay. Now, no, right hand, just right hand. Left hand's out here. Oh, I'm sorry. I'm getting my right and left. Your left hand is on the wall. Your right hand is toward the middle of the room. Now, standing into Tadasana. Bend your right knee into your chest and give your right knee a hug with both hands. Okay? Now, with both hands, you can use both hands for this. Then open up your right knee, put your right foot on the inside of the left thigh. Now, put your left hand on the wall. Now, bring your right hand to the center of your chest in a half mudra. Balance. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Now bend the left knee just a little bit. Reach down with the first 2 fingers of the right hand and grab your right big toe in yogi toe lock like you did in that forward fold. Now extend your right leg out toward the center of the room. Center of the room where I am. Now stand up straight. Don't hunch over like an old woman. Right? Stand up, lift up. Yeah, extend your leg as best you can. Push through your heel. Keep your left hand on the wall. Balance against the wall. I'm giving you a chance to find steadiness and joyfulness. Exhale 1. Inhale. Little extension here. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Amy is so happy. She's elated. Exhale 5. On the inhale, bring the right leg forward. And then pull your right shoulder back to stand up. Extend through your left leg. Don't bend your left knee. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Mimi, come out of your anterior pelvis. So don't lean forward. Lift up. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale, lift up through the spine. Exhale, bend your elbow and fold forward over your right leg. Try to bring your forehead towards your right shin. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2, it's a little more joyful now. Exhale 3, inhale. Exhale 4, inhale. Exhale 5, inhale. Lift the head and chest, bend the right knee into your chest. Give your right knee a hug and place your right foot down. All right. Turn around, face the windows. Place your right hand on the wall. Now, notice how just one more connection, right? We're talking about connecting too, right? Because when we talk about asana, it's about connection. So you have your feet, but just giving your hand a connection, all of a sudden there's a lot more steadiness, there's a lot more joy. Bend the left knee into the chest. Give the left knee a hug with both hands. Yep. That just helps to lubricate the hip. Then open up the left knee. Put the left foot on the inside of the right thigh. Then you put your right hand back on the wall. Then bring your left hand in a half mudra. And just balance. Notice how nobody's wobbling. No, just keep your hand on the wall. Don't just till you can stand up straight without wobbling. Don't do that. Exhale 1. Find that other connection. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Now bend your right knee just a little bit. Reach down with the first 2 fingers of your left hand. Grab your left big toe. Then extend your left leg out to the side. Press your right palm into the wall. Lift your chest. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Now inhale. Bring the leg toward the windows and extend. Don't bend, but extend. So extension. Exhale 1. Notice those tight hamstrings. Exhale 2. Pull back here and pull back here. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Inhale. Lengthen through the spine. Don't round the back. But then exhale, hinge at your hip crease, bend your elbow and fold over try to touch your forehead to your shin. Oh yes, inhale. Exhale 1, staying joyful. Exhale 2, staying steady. Exhale 3, inhale. Exhale 4, inhale. Exhale 5, inhale. Lift the head and chest up and bend the left knee into the chest. Give the left knee a hug. And then place the left foot on the floor. Come back to the front of the mat. All right. So, tell you what, you do that every day at home, just like that. And by the end of the month, there will be so much joy in this room that you will think that it's an Oprah Winfrey show. All right. Come to the front of the mat, standing into Tadasana, mountain seat. Bring the big toes and heels touch. Bring the hands together in undulating mudra. Now on the inhale, lift high on the balls of the feet, lifting the heels up like you're in high heel shoes. And press your inner heels together and stay lifted. Find joy on your tiptoes. This is called tiptoe asana. Inhale. Exhale 1. Like I said, press your heels together. Exhale 2. That way your ankles won't wobble. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Now listen. Inhale. Exhale. Keep the heels in the air. Start to bend the knees. And lower your seat down without leaning forward. Don't lean forward. Keep the shoulders over the hips as you come down. Like you're on a very slow moving elevator. And when your hips touch your heels, open up your knees. Now reach your arms toward the windows. Act like you have a beautiful perfume bottle in your hands that you're going to give as a gift. Reach your arms toward the windows. Then gently put the perfume bottle on the floor and sit down. And extend the legs out in front of you. Good. Dorsiflex the feet, lift the head and chest. And exhale, fold forward, holding onto the feet. Paschimottanasana. Now, everybody has a belt. And even in a seated forward fold, listen, your Sthira Sukham Asanam doesn't fly out the window. There has to be connection. So if you have tight hamstrings, you know if you have tight hamstrings after that standing asana, that's all hamstrings. Start to use the belt. And I want to explain something about hamstrings, and please listen, the biomechanical movement of the body, because you're going to go to other places and people are going to say, oh, you have tight hamstrings, bend your knees. When you bend your knees in a standing asana or a forward fold, you are tightening the hamstring, you are shortening it. So, you may be the cause of your own pain and suffering. If you are like, oh my God, my hamstrings are so tight, that hurts. You may be causing that pain and suffering because every time you go into a forward fold, you bend your knees, right? And other people are telling you do it, and they shouldn't be telling you do it, because the biomechanical movement of the body is when my joint bends, something's going to contract. So when I do that, my bicep contracts. When I bend my knees, my hamstrings contract. Think of me doing a squat at a gym. When I do squats, I'm tightening my glutes and my hamstrings. Try to get over the idea that extending the knee joint is a bad thing. It's not. A healthy knee should be able to bend and completely extend without a problem. On the inhale, lift the head and chest. And exhale, hands by the hips, Dandasana staff. On the inhale, bend the right knee into the chest. Exhale, open up the right knee, put the right foot on the inside of the left thigh like you did in tree seat. Then pull the left toes back, lift the head and chest. And exhale, fold forward, hold on to the left foot. And here again, if you need a belt, that's fine. Now, what you will find is it's a little easier in asymmetrical asanas to fold forward. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On the inhale, lift the head and chest up as you lift the right knee up. Step the right foot on the outside of the left leg. Now, you can keep the left leg extended or you can bend the left knee. I don't mind. It's up to you. On the inhale, lift the left arm up alongside the left ear. And then exhale, twist over to the right. Bring the right hand behind you. Look over the right shoulder. So I would keep this leg extended for you. You're going to be better. You're going to be more steady. You're going to be more joyful. Right. So sometimes we now have to look back at the wall. You have to make decisions on how am I going to be more steady and joyful, or am I going to go for the more advanced one because that makes me look steady and joyful? Well, if you huffing and puffing and like grunting and groaning, you're not steady and joyful. On the inhale, come back to center. Exhale, counter twist. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, extend both legs out in front of you, right? Bend the left knee in the chest, open up the left knee, left foot on inside of right thigh, twist the torso over the right leg, and exhale, fold forward. Somebody once said, not how does an asana look when a student is in it, but how does it sound? That's an interesting way of looking at asana too, is like, how does it sound? Does it sound like I'm huffing and puffing and grunting and groaning? Or does it sound like I'm breathing evenly and steadily? What does it sound like? Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. On inhale, lift the head and chest as you lift the left knee up. Step the left foot on the outside of the right leg. You can keep the right leg extended or bend the right knee. It's up to you. On the inhale, lift the right arm up. And exhale, twist over to the left. Look over the left shoulder. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Inhale. Exhale, 5. And I'll come back to center line. Exhale, counter twist. Inhale, come back to center. And exhale, straighten the legs out in front of you. Bend both the knees and place the heels where the knees were. But the feet are going to be about hips width distance apart, 2 fists. Take the hands behind you 6 to 8 inches for tabletop. On the inhale, lift the hips into tabletop. Exhale, let the head go back if comfortable. Inhale. Exhale 1, press all 10 toes down. Exhale 2. Inhale, squeeze the glutes to lift the hips. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, bring the chin in the chest and come down. Then cross one ankle over the other. I don't care which one. Roll over the shins, come forward, placing your hands down, step back to a plank, or you can jump back to a chaturanga. I don't care. Inhale, upward facing dog, bending the elbows. Exhale, downward facing dog. Good. On the inhale, come forward to a plank, look forward, and then bend the elbows, the slowest chaturanga you've ever done in your life, coming all the way onto the abdomen. Good for you. Squeeze the legs together. Reach the arms back toward the wall behind you. On the inhale, lift the head, chest, legs, and arms. Shalabhasana, seat of the locust. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down, relax. Dhanurasana, seat of the bow, bend the knees, reach back, grab the ankles. On the inhale, kick the feet into the hands and lift up. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Gently come down. Release the feet. Rock out the hips. Second Dhanurasana, bend the knees, grab the ankles. On the inhale, lift up again. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale, come down. Release, relax. Little vinyasa, bring the hands next to the chest. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale, come forward to plank. And exhale all the way onto the abdomen. Roll over onto the back. Now, today, come lay down on the back, bend the knees, and then lift the hips, the lower, the middle, back, but take a block and take the block on the highest setting. And as you lift the hips up, place the block underneath the sacrum with the block moving down the sacrum, not across. So turn it this way. So the tailbone's moving down. So a lot of times what happens too is in your standing asanas, balancing asanas, a lot of times you can't balance because you're sending the hips back into an anterior pelvic tilt. And so one of the ways to kind of neutralize that is to kind of do this. This is a restorative, because this isn't really an asana, right? I mean, we call this Setu Bandha Asana. It's not really Setu Bandha Asana. But it's a great way of opening up the front of the psoas and the hip flexor. So here's what I want you to do now. Grab your yoga mat and hold on to your yoga mat. And then bring your feet together. Walk them together. And then walk your feet toward the wall where I am, straightening your legs out all the way. Yeah. And what's going to happen is your big toes are going to lift off the ground. And only the outside of the foot is going to be on the ground. So as you keep straightening your legs, straighten, see how that lifts up. Oh, and now you got something going on. Oh, like, oh my God. Now I like this because it's nice and a little passive, but it helps you out of your anterior pelvic tilt if you're finding a hard time balancing and you're bending your knees and pushing your butt back. Okay? Then walk your feet back. Put your feet on the floor. Lift your hips. Come off the block. Take the block out from underneath you. And come down. All right. It's very good. It's doing it like that is kind of a restorative or yin style, right? It's passive stretching, but actually it works really well. I believe that there are times when passive stretching is really good. Place the hands next to the head, elbows toward the ceiling, fingers toward the shoulders. You can come back into that half bridge again if you want to. On the inhale, press into the hands and the feet and lift off the floor. Upward bow seat, Urban Sadhu. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Bring the chin to the chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. So a little tightness in the shoulders. Watch how we can change that. Bring your yoga mat. So the reason why you shouldn't have all this stuff in the room is because then I got to tell you to move it. You see? Okay? So next time you can put it on the shelf. Bring your end of your yoga mat over here to the wall. You should do this too. Bring your end of the yoga mat to the wall. Just the short end. The short end. And then put the blocks against the wall like this. Okay? And then put the head in between the blocks. Now wrap your fingers around the block edge. So I don't want you to drop that off that black molding. Wrap your fingers around the blocks. Push the blocks up into the wall. Place the hands next to the head, elbows toward the ceiling. On the inhale, lift up. Exhale 1, straighten your arms as you come up. Exhale 1. Inhale, get your head off the floor. Straighten. Exhale 2, straighten. Inhale, keep lifting. Exhale 3, that's better. Inhale, breathe. Exhale 4. Inhale. Exhale 5. Bring the chin and the chest and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. So what you're doing is you're pushing your weight into your feet. I want you to think of you're lifting your chest to the ceiling. So think of it going up, not there. Does that make sense? So bring your head back a little bit. Okay, one last time. Place the hands next to the head. On the inhale, come back up. Exhale 1. Lift your chest up. Exhale 2. Yes, that's better. Exhale 3. Inhale. Exhale 4. Breathe calmly. Inhale. Exhale 5. Bring the chin, the chest, and come down the upper, the middle, the lower back. All right. Now bend the knees into the chest. Give the knees a hug. And then bring the knees over to the left. Extend the right arm out. Twist. Look over the shoulder. And come back to center and switch sides. And see, it really does take this long to actually, start to open the body up. I mean, you're probably just now, after being out in the cold weather when you came in, just now kind of feeling like energetically open because it takes this long. Bring the knees back into the chest. Give the knees a little hug. And then place the feet on the floor and open up the knees to the side. So you can stay like this in Supta Baddha Konasana. Or if you want to, you can bring legs up the wall in Viparita Karani. Or you can set up for shoulder stand, Salamba Sarvangasana. So those are our 3 options. laying on the back, no inversion, legs up the wall, half inversion, or shoulder stand, full inversion. Energetically, when we talk about balancing asanas and we're focused this month on the idea of trees and what a tree does energetically, right? A lot of times I've always said that like mountains, triangles, pyramids, and trees have something in common. They're all reaching up toward the heaven. But a tree is actually even more unique than a mountain or a pyramid. A pyramid being built by humans, a triangle, they create a base and then they build on top of the base. So that's a nice idea of grounding, right? Of finding stability with a base. Mountains are interesting because for a mountain range to happen, there are two tectonic plates pushing against each other and the mountain is going upward. So mountains are constant upward energies. Berenice, you gotta quit talking when I'm talking. You gotta do it through touch. You gotta learn to do it through touch and not mouth movement. But trees are unique over pyramids and mountains because a tree grows upward toward the heavens, yes, but at the same time, its root system roots down into the earth and expands into the earth. See, that's interesting. And in a lot of ways, that's what you have to do as a sadhaka or a yoga seeker. You have to be not only grounding down within the world you live in, you have to expand within it and at the same time keep reaching upward toward the heavens. So we're probably more like trees than we are mountains. We're probably more like trees than we are pyramids or triangles. The other thing about trees is we have discovered by studying trees that trees are slightly sentient beings, that trees actually feel and respond energetically. And there was a study done in California a few years ago, studying all of the those huge pine trees, those great big giant pine trees. They found that the root system underneath the soil, the trees are interconnecting with each other, and that the family of trees protect each other. That they have found that, like, if an invading species comes in, the trees will start to send its root system over to that where that invading tree is coming in, trying to keep it out of their family circle. So somehow trees have some kind of intellect that we don't really understand, because they don't have a brain like mammals or amphibians or any of the other animal species, but somehow they're sentient beings. They can respond, and they even record their history within their inside of themselves. making circles that are wider in years where there's lots of rain, or making circles that are very tiny when there's drought. So they record their history within. That's very interesting, right? Because see, we like to just think of it as bark growing and the bark growing out, but in reality, it's recording, it's self-awareness in a weird way. But most people don't think of it that way. So trees are interesting. So as you practice tree, because you'll be practicing tree in almost every class this month, think deeper about that connection to trees. If you're still in shoulder stand, let the toes come overhead, let the toes touch the floor behind the head, clasp the hands together in a fist. And bend the knees, bring the knees alongside the ears, Karnapidasana, ear pressure seat. Then place the hands on the floor away from you and slowly come down one vertebrae at a time until the hips touch the floor. Extend the legs out in front of you. Lift the torso up, unfold the mat. Turn the palms to face upward. Press into the elbows, puff up the chest. Matsyasana, seat of the fish. And breathe. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale. Exhale, 4. You can assist. That wall doesn't need to be held up. Exhale, 4. You don't have to hold that wall up. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale. Exhale, 6. Inhale. Exhale, 7. Inhale. Exhale, 8. Inhale. Exhale, 9. Inhale. Exhale, 10. Pressing the elbows, bring the chin to the chest and come down. Bend the knees into the chest. Give the knees a little hug. Roll over to the left. Come into a child's seat. Now, I don't mind if you use the wall. You know that. But we're going to prepare for a little headstand. Headstand, think of headstand as nothing more than a tree turned upside down. Handstand is actually called Adho Mukha Vrikshasana, upside down tree. But headstand is basically a tree. You got to still do the same root system now through your arms. Interlace the fingers together. Place the top of the head on the floor behind the wrist crease. Tuck the toes under, lift the knees up. Walk the feet forward, bringing the hips over the shoulders. You can stay there in a dolphin. Bring the knees into the chest. Bring the heels toward the seat. Half head stand like a crow. Then finally, like branches of a tree, bring the feet toward the sky. And here again, think about steady and joyful. You know, don't be thinking about, oh my God, I'm going to break my neck. Because if you think, oh my God, I'll break my neck, you will. Think stiram sukham asanam. Even in a headstand. Especially probably, I mean, even more so in a headstand, right? A little stiram sukham asanam. You can help her up. So if I were going to do it, whatever knees in her, like whatever, when you do this, so tell her which one you want, whichever closest to you. Spin this knee in your chest. I'm going to give this pressure. That's how you do it. And she'll use the core. As soon as you give her pressure against that leg, that bent knee, she will learn how to activate the core and lift the other leg up. You only really, it works. It could work in the middle of the room too. No. If as long as the person has enough core strength and awareness, if they have enough core strength and awareness, they'll be able to do it in the middle of the room. But if they don't have any core strength, if they don't have awareness of core strength, they're going to be because see, Amy could do it. Watch. Amy, put your feet on the ground for a moment behind your head. Watch. Now, Amy, bend this knee into your chest. I'm going to bring your knee into your chest. See, I'm going to give you pressure. Now lift your other leg up. See, she can do it. Because she's got core strength and awareness. If they are unaware of that, that's not a really, the better assist would be to just hold on to the hip crease. Their back, if they're in the middle of the room. About another about 30 seconds. So if you come down, you could come back up, or you could stay down if you want to stay down. Slowly start to prepare to come down in using the core. Be steady, be joyful. Come down, rest in a child seat. And as you rest in a child seat, reach back, hold on to the ankles, breathe, inhale. Exhale 1, inhale. Exhale 2, inhale. Exhale 3, inhale. Exhale 4, inhale. Exhale 5, inhale. Exhale 6, inhale. Exhale 7, inhale. Exhale 8, inhale. Exhale 9, inhale. Exhale, come lay down in Shavasana, corpse seat. If you want a little neck massage, lay down with the head toward the middle of the room. If you don't want a neck massage, that's okay. You can lay down with your feet toward the middle of the room. Lay down on the back. Let the breath breathe the body. Let the body become heavy. And close the eyes. Shavasana, corpse seat. So when we talk about steady, joyful connection to the earth, Shavasana is also, remember, it's still an asana. So there should be kind of steady and joyfulness here. And I tend to believe that Shavasana is about exploring the energetic of the symbiotic relationship between the body and the earth. At this moment, the earth is supporting the body. But if you were a corpse, your body would also be decomposing and giving back to the earth energy. And this is the cycle that happens between the body and the earth. So think of this as a really steady and joyful connection, especially in corpse, because it's about developing that symbiotic relationship deeply, understanding what happens after consciousness leaves the body. Shavasana. Gently start to deepen the breath. And as you deepen the breath, make small movements with the fingers and the toes. Stretch the arms and legs in opposite directions. And draw the knees into the chest. Give the knees a little hug. And then roll over to the right side. And pressing the left palm into the floor, lift the torso up and come up to a seated position. Finding a seat for meditation. And here again, Sthira Sukhasasanam. Still should be steady, sweet, joyful. Once you have your seat, commit. Try not to fidget or move for the next few moments. Close the eyes and become aware of the breath. As you inhale, silently chant to yourself the mantra Om. And as you exhale, silently chant Om. Inhaling deeply, exhaling everything out. Inhale for the sound of Om. Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Bringing the hands together in undulating mudra, bowing the head slightly to meet the hands, giving thanks and praise for the teachers, the teachings of yoga from the past, the present, still teachers and teachings yet to be revealed. Om Bolo Sadguru Bhagavan Ki Jai. Thank you all. Thank you, Veronique. Hey, everybody, don't forget that tomorrow night we're having a sound bath with Kristen Hoffman. She will be here from 5 to 6:30. The holidays can be stressful. I think this is a good way to do a little self-care. Come and lay down, enjoy some sound. Then, try to stay that Bob energy for the rest of the evening. Sustain it. All right. Thank you, Veronique.